by exactly 20%. And I'm going to get America working again with regulations that work and encourage the private sector, with taxes that allow small businesses to grow and hire more people. And then there's something else I want to talk about that relates to our jobs, and that's our energy. We send hundreds of billions of dollars every year out of our economy to buy energy from other nations. And this president, inexplicably, says no to drilling for offshore oil, makes it hard to get coal out of the ground, has his EPA slow down our ability to get natural gas out of the ground, and of course, fails one of the easiest decisions a president's ever had to make, and that is, should we be getting oil from Canada? If I'm president of the United States, we're going to get that pipeline from Canada, Keystone. This president believes in crony capitalism. If he's president of the United States, he will continue to take your money to give to his cronies. And he did that with Solyndra, and he did that with Fisker and Tesla and Enron. If I'm president of the United States, we're going to turn once again to a nation that believes in free enterprise and free markets and get our economy going. You know, you're going to have to ask yourselves, and ask your neighbors, and people across Michigan and across the nation are going to have to say, what do we want in our next president? We know we have now a guy who's an eloquent speaker who made a lot of promises he hasn't been able to keep. What do you want in the next president? I believe you want someone, well, thank you. I believe you want someone who understands how to get the economy working, who understands how to get jobs again, who understands what it takes to see rising incomes again. Do you realize the median income in America has dropped 10% in the last 4 years? This president has failed the American people. I believe we need a president who will get the economy going, because if we have a strong economy and a vibrant economy, that means that kids coming out of high school and college will have jobs waiting for them. If you're in the 50s or your 60s or the prime of your life and you need to move, or if you find a business that goes out of business, that you can find a new job right away. And you won't have to wait for years and years to find that new job. It means that if you're in your retirement years, that you know that your savings are going to be growing in their value because American enterprises are growing in their value. If we have a strong economy, we'll also be able to provide for a military that's second to none in the world. This economy is faltering. This president is going out and saying, where can I cut? There's only one place he's willing to cut, and that's our military. At the very time that our military, you know, we have fewer ships in our Navy than any time since 1917. That's something. We have fewer aircraft and older aircraft in our Air Force than any time since 1947, when the Air Force was formed. And this president, with all the dangers in the world, he wants to cut our active duty personnel by 50 to 100,000. 2 conflicts at once, but only one. This is a change that marks a radical departure since the days even of Harry Truman. But because we can be strong enough to prevent war from occurring, no one would test America. And so it comes back. It comes back to an economy. An economy that's strong, that can maintain a strong military. An economy that's strong so people have good jobs when they come out of school, when they come back from Afghanistan and Iraq, when people want to change places. The economy is so central. And I happen to believe private sector jobs, it helps to have a president who's had a private sector. I think the reason that I'm going to beat Barack Obama in Michigan in the fall is going to be a contest about who can strengthen the economy. And we'll look at his record, and it's been a failure. And we'll look at my record and the successes I've had in the private sector and at the Olympics and in my state, and I'm going to be able to talk about the economy with credibility he doesn't have. And my commitment to getting America working again will be second to none, and for that reason, I'm going to win in Michigan, and I'm going to win across the country. Now, to get to you that spot, of course. You guys to get out and vote tomorrow, get your friends to get out and vote. We used to joke in my state, we used to say get out early and vote often. And you can't do that, of course, so what you can do to vote often is to get your friends who have not voted, get them in the car, take them to the polls, ask folks in your neighborhood, have you voted? If they haven't, take them to the polls. We've got to get that done. Now, I want to mention just one more thing. Ann said how much she loves this state. I do too. We grew up here, both of us born and raised here. At 18 or 19, we left and went off and made our living elsewhere, and now we're back here asking for your help. We love the beauty of this place. We love the character of the people of Michigan. We love America. I've had the chance to see a lot of America. My dad put us in a car when we were kids and took us around and showed us the national parks. It was a Rambler, by the way. And it even made it, the whole trip. And I love the hymns of America. They remind me of the great nature of this great country. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty across the fruited plain. I love the beauty of America. I love the people of America. Another verse. Oh, beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife, the more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. Will our veterans and active duty personnel There's another verse I love. Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years. The founders of this great country did not just write for their time, but they saw beyond the years. And the principles that they put in place in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States are enduring principles. When they said that we were endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights, they did not say we were given those rights by the state, by the king, by the government, but instead by our Creator, and they were right. Among those rights were life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In America, we would be free, and we would also have the occasion to pursue happiness as we choose. We could not be told by our government what we'd be doing. We would not be limited by the circumstance of our birth, but instead we could pursue happiness in the places we choose, in the professions we choose. This would be the land of opportunity. And for hundreds of years, people have come here from all over the world, seeking opportunity, not seeking checks from government. If you want someone that will promise you bigger checks, vote for the other guy. If you want somebody who will promise you opportunity, vote for me. Keep this country strong. I will keep this country strong. I will get our economy working again. I'll put people back to work, and I'll make sure America remains as it has always been the hope of the earth by restoring those American principles and values. Now, the other day, I got in my car and I drove out to a home of a fellow that lives in this area. And I asked him whether he might come here tonight. And I don't know, I think you know him pretty well. He's a native son of Detroit and loves Michigan, loves Detroit. He's recently made quite a commitment. He said he's going to raise $1 million for the Detroit Soccer League. And he had some questions for me. He said, will you help me help the state of Michigan? I said I would. He said, if you're Detroit, and I said I would. And then I turned to him and I'm here and perform a concert tonight for my friends, and he said he would. So I'm happy to introduce a son of Detroit, a friend, a guy who makes great music, who introduces me by DVD everywhere I go, Kid Rock.